11 trillion naira. This is how much value that has disappeared from the Nigerian stock exchange. Investors are worried. So many people are selling virtually everything, while few investors are busy gathering stocks. The question is, who is smarter? Is this a prolonged bearish period, or it's a market correction where new opportunities and new wealthy investors is about to be made? We are going to show you what is going on in the stock market and what smart and wise investors are doing. Relax as we delve into the situation. But before we delve into today's training, I want to officially welcome all those that are seeing our video for the first time. We want you to like, we want you to share, we want to read your comments, and of course, we want you to subscribe so that we keep coming up with quality videos that will add value to you. In today's edition, we'll be looking at how 11 trillion naira has evaporated, has vanished from the Nigerian stock exchange. It is still vanishing, and we want to know the way out. And by God's grace, we are going to pilot you to a safe environment where decision making will be better for you, so that you can know what to do, whether to buy more, whether to sell, or what you can do in times like this. Sit tight. I will be right back. Glad to have you. You are welcome back. Today we'll be looking at how come the Nigerian Stock Exchange has lost over 11 trillion naira within a short period of time. After several months of consistent bullish period, the Nigerian Stock Exchange has finally hit turbulence. Now, this turbulence is making so many people get gray hair. They are asking questions. Should I sell? Should I keep? What do I do? Where do I go from here? But I want you to know that every stock exchange experiences market correction, and market correction is part of the things that make a market to be healthy. Any market that does not have correction is either going to be a bearish trend, or is going to be a bullish trend. So market correction comes to adjust the market, and during market correction, listen, wealth is built, wealth is transferred. It's an opportunity for people to become wealthy and for people to begin to do what? To shed some unnecessary and unwanted stuff. So what is actually the thing that causes this pullback? What is this market correction all about? How has it arisen? Now, let me share some fundamental reasons why we are experiencing this. One of them is that investors are taking their profit. It's like you investing in a business. After a while, you say, okay, I have come to harvest from where I have sown. It is natural. Somebody bought XYZ company for the amount of 50 naira. 6 months down the line, is already selling for 90 naira, 100 naira. So what stops the person from not taking part of what he has invested? That is part of the investment. That is the essence of investment, to make profit. So when these retail investors or whoever may be call back their money in large quantity, then the stock exchange, the all share index begins to scream, and that is what we are seeing. Another thing is when institutional investors also call back their money by reason of portfolio rebalancing. Perhaps this XYZ company invested in another company, and they have discovered that government policy is affecting where they have invested, the company they have invested, or perhaps where they have invested, they are not in tune with the corporate governance going on there, the way the company is being run, or they may also want to diversify. They pull back their money, and trust me, when institutional investors call their money, it's like a big flu. Everybody feels it. The all share index also feels it. So these are part of the things that cause the pullback, that cause the bearish period. Another thing that causes this correction is when market gets to a place where we call normalcy. It cools, it settles for it to rise again. It is a natural thing. In a normal market, in a healthy market, it doesn't go on a straight line. There's always a rise and there is always a correction. There's always a drop and there is always a correction. So when it is rising, it is correcting, and when it is deepening, it is also correcting. That makes every market healthy and gives opportunity for new investors to come in. And that brings us to the golden question. Is this an opportunity to buy or an opportunity to sell? In fact, some people want to sell so that they don't further lose from their investments. But the answer is up to you. You are the one that will answer the question, because you need to define why you are here in the stock market. Are you here for the long term, or for the short term, or for profit taking? If you're able to define why you are in the stock market, then decisions in times like this, at times like this, becomes very, very easy. Because if you are here for the long term, then you go nowhere. If you are here for the short term, then you begin to decide. If you are here for profit taking and you have taken your profit, then you are free to sell. Then you just need to define why you are in the market. And if you're able to define why you are in the market, decision making becomes easier. And listen, that stocks are cheap doesn't necessarily mean that you should buy them, because some of these stocks have lost their fundamentals. They have been weakened. Why some are as if there, you see them that they are consistent with their dividend, their business model is top notch. You see them that their cash flow analysis is fantastic, their earnings and their sales is consistent. Then you know that you can still continue with this company, or you can even acquire more, because you can now ask the question, will this company still be relevant? Will they bring value, create value for the next 5, 10, 20 years? If they are still creating value, if they are still making sales, if their corporate governance is fantastic, and if you are there for the long term, or for profit taking, or for the short term, then you define it. Then you can now take your position, because believe me, market corrections will always be there. It is left for you to decide why you are here in this market. If you're able to define it, decision making becomes easier. So is this market bloodbath a warning or an opportunity? It is left for you. Times like this, millionaires are made. Times like this, billionaires are made. It is all left for you to decide what you want. And the first thing, your first take home, is for you to decide why you are here in the market. If you are here for the long term, then you stay. If you are here for the short time, then you decide. If you are here for profit taking, then you decide. If you are able to define your purpose of being in the market, decision making at times like this becomes easier. Then after you have defined why you are here in the market, the next thing is for you to do research. Let research take over the place of emotion. Emotions no dey pay bills. You have to be consistent, and you have to be sure when you are taking your decision, and your decision should be championed, should be crystallized with research before you take that decision. Go to that company that you want to call back your money from, or that company that you want to invest. Their product, is it marketable? Is it adding value? In the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, will they still be relevant? Are they dividend paying? Their cash flow, is it there? Do they have fantastic business model that can outstay time? What about their corporate governance? If you are able to do your research on this, then you can now take valid decision. And of course, you have to be prayerful. Don't forget the place of divinity. God is the only one that knows what will happen in the next 48 hours. So you need to put God in view. You need to carry him along, and when you get there, you allow him to carry you, because nobody can carry God. So I want to believe that you have understood what we are saying, that decisions are based on you, based on your philosophy of investing in the stock market. If today's training has added value, which we sincerely pray, we want you to like, we want you to share, and we want you to comment what you are going to be doing next, especially in seasons like this. Then we want you to share with your friends, and we want you to keep showing up. Click on your notification bell, because you never know when we'll come up with quality videos that will add value to you. See, times like this, that is where millionaires are made, because stocks that you couldn't buy 6 months ago, because they were sold for over 1,000, 2,000 naira because of the bullish period. Now it is the bearish period. You can buy them. There are some stocks that were sold 1,200 in January, in February, March. Currently, they are selling for 800, 700. You can buy them and acquire more. And trust me, when institutional investors come, they may make these things a little bit unattainable for some of us. And even if it is attainable for you, you may not achieve or acquire the quantity, the exact quantity that you need. Once again, it is Wealth Portfolio Builder. God bless you. See you at the top. Remain at the top. Bye.